On this week's show, we have these stories and more.
Acting Secretary Gibson says VA must earn veterans' trust.
The 70th anniversary of D-Day was special at venues here and abroad.
And playing with the band helps these veterans at the Detroit VA Medical Center cope with everyday stress and worries.
Hello, I'm Genevieve Billia with the Office of Public Affairs.
And I'm Jerome Mapp with the Office of Strategic Integration.
This is VA News. In his first month after being thrust into the top leadership role at VA, Acting Secretary Sloan Gibson has crisscrossed the country, visited a number of VA facilities, and talked to countless employees, veterans, legislators, and veteran service organization leaders. His approach has been no nonsense and direct. Here are some of the sound bites we've captured.
We've got work to do. I intend to move out and get it done. I'm not going to wait for anybody or anything to do that. Interestingly, the next morning when I visited with the president, I got that message played right back. Move out. Get veterans off of wait lists and into clinics, fix the systemic problems, address the cultural issues, and where there is willful misconduct, hold people accountable. And that's precisely what we are doing now. Veterans have to feel safe when they come to VA for care. They have to have confidence, they have to trust. And we're going to have to earn that confidence back.
Go to www.va.gov to connect to any of VA's social media sites and to follow the department's efforts to restructure policies and procedures to meet its core values.
Their number dwindles every day, but some of the veterans of D-Day, most of them in their 90s, gathered under beautiful French and American skies on June 6, 2014. On the beaches of Normandy, at the U.S. Memorial to the Greatest Generation, and in the little town of Bedford, Virginia, they remembered that day 70 years ago, the first day of the mission to save the world. As it has on each anniversary, France poured its heart out to Allied veterans, living and dead, who came to liberate them. 100 D-Day veterans were at the National D-Day Memorial in Bedford, which lost these 19 boys that day, more per capita than any other U.S. community. And veterans and younger Americans gathered to remember the longest day at the World War II Memorial on Washington's National Mall.
To see all these veterans in the back that served our country so well, able to come here and be appreciated for their service. It's great.
Today we mark with solemn gratitude the 70th anniversary of Operation Overlord, known as D-Day. An event often called in Western civilization's longest day, the final, most critical assault on Nazi Germany.
Oh, it's just great to commemorate the service of the greatest generation for the greatest cause, for the greatest purpose in American history.
Well, today's all about the young men who gave their lives for us, all of us, 70 years ago, and that's where all the attention needs to be. It's very humbling and very powerful.
We are indebted to those brave men and women who secured the victory. We must repay them by preparing future generations to be counted on when the moment comes for us to act. Thank you very much.
The collaborative effort between the Detroit VA Medical Center and the Jam for Vets project uses music to influence therapy and to enhance the quality of life for veteran patients.
The Victory Band program assists veterans with severe mental illness in meeting their recovery and community integration goals. Hey, they make some great music too.
Actually, it was a group effort. What we were looking at was trying to integrate music into the program, and at the same time, one of the veterans was talking about the fact that he wanted to start a band. So we thought that it was a good idea, and we were approached by Volunteer Services about an organization called Jam for Vets that was interested in providing music support to veterans.
We knew that there were a couple of volunteers in the Jams for Vets program who had music instruction as their background. So we decided to try a little something different introduced the Jams for Vets folks to Dr. Abella, and essentially it was magic once it happened.
As a kid growing up, I was in a band for about 10, 12 years. And another member of the program suggested that we form a band, so we said, let's do it, and we did it.
I heard the band singing one day and playing, and I said, wow, these guys are good. And a couple of weeks after that, one of the singers, he went back to school eventually, going back to school. And I would encourage him to sing. After that, he told Mr. Grimes that I sing. And he asked me, did I want to become a part of the group? And I said, sure. And the rest is history.
I make sure that everybody does what they need to do, is keep the cohesiveness together, keep them going. That's my job. Make sure that everybody's getting along together and they got to learn how to deal with each other. It's a learning process for the band.
It's been amazing to see the growth in the veterans in those 18 months. The communication skills, the improvement in the mood. It served as a stepping stone to improve the veterans' confidence and help them to start to engage more in the community.
Fantastic. It has given them a substance that they didn't have before in so many ways that now they want to come practice because they got a group of guys that they deal with where sometimes before they were just sitting by themselves.
You want to do something, but you can't do it because you don't have enough people or the right people. And now I'm around the right people to do it.
It's helping me a lot. It's really helping me a lot. More than I thought it would. Yeah, I feel like I've gotten involved with something that was positive.
None of the staff really had any musical ability, so we really relied on them to help to teach the veterans how to play the different instruments.
Every group has a heart, whoever that member might be, and Steve's our heart.
One thing that I see in the veterans is they're not feeling defined by their mental illness. They're seeing themselves as a band member, as a member of society, as a member of their community. So that has really helped them to move away, understanding that mental illness is only one part of who they are. There's other parts of them that they need to foster and grow.
What's the next one?
The Victory Band plays monthly to the delight of patients, visitors, and staff in the Detroit VA Medical Center's atrium. The band has an even larger gig coming this summer when they are scheduled to play before an estimated 2,500 fans at a veterans event in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
KCET and Union Bank in Los Angeles have a wonderful collaborative effort called Local Heroes, in which they honor people making a difference in their communities and neighborhoods. They have provided us with videos of veterans they have honored for their good works. This video salute to Harry Corey, a patient advocate at the West Los Angeles VA Medical Center and a World War II ex-POW, helped in the celebration of Jewish American Heritage Month in May.
My name is Harry Corey. I work at the Veterans Administration, and I'm a patient advocate for all the patients that come in. I was a POW for 3.5 years. I was captured in the Philippines on Corregidor. When we are together, we know what each one of us has been through. We know how we were treated, and what we ate, what we didn't eat, and what happened during those times. We understand those almost without talking about them. How old are you now?
95.
95. The fact that I can help the vets, whether they're POWs or not, we're all Americans in our own little way. We're all getting older now, and therefore we need assistance. And if I can help them through the system, then I'm accomplishing something.
For the past 4 years, Vietnam veteran and longtime veterans advocate John Garcia has directed the VA Office of Intergovernmental Affairs. The personable former state Veterans Affairs Director in his beloved New Mexico left VA February 1st to return to the land of enchantment. Garcia already has his consulting business up and running, and he continues to work with veterans at a high level. One of the last things he did in Washington before leaving was to help Garth Brooks and fellow Vietnam veterans at the Kennedy Center pay tribute to 2014 honoree Billy Joel for a round of Good Night, Saigon.
They wanted to have 50 Vietnam vets, and they wanted to see if we can help identify and find some veterans who would like to be on stage with Garth Brooks. And so in a matter of a day, it was like a chain reaction. One vet, told two more vets, it told 5 more vets. And in a matter of a day, we had 50 Vietnam vets that volunteered to meet for the first time at the Kennedy Center on a Saturday to do rehearsal. And none of us ever knew each other other than the fact that we all served in Vietnam together. But within an hour, you would have thought we all served together. We all served in Vietnam, different periods of time, different locations, but we were immediately one again. We were all like brothers in arms together again. And we were a little older, a little grayer, but we knew we were all there to represent not just ourselves, but the many veterans, Vietnam veterans, particularly around the country, and the 58,000 that names are etched on the wall here in Washington, D.C. When we were done, one of our guys called us all to attention, and we rendered a salute to Billy Joel and the president. And we did about face, and we walked out. To watch us all saluting in unison, Billy Joel and the president at the same time, and then having the president salute us back was just an honor. But it was as if all Vietnam veterans were being saluted back, and the audience was honoring all Vietnam veterans.
The John Garcia Still Serving is available for viewing now on the VA homepage. Just click on Media Room, then Video. You can also watch it on the VA YouTube page, VA's Knowledge Network, the Content Distribution Network, and the Pentagon Channel.
Did you know? The largest expansion of the National Cemetery Administration since just after the Civil War continues in earnest. Under Secretary of Memorial Affairs Steve Murrow, Montana's 2 senators, 1 U.S. representative, and other officials held a Memorial Day ceremony at the soon-to-be Yellowstone National Cemetery in Laurel, Montana, near Billings. That's Montana U.S. Senator John Tester playing echo taps with a local bugler. The state's first national cemetery was formerly the Yellowstone County Veterans Cemetery. Yellowstone County donated the 10-acre cemetery to VA. The new national cemetery is part of VA's rural initiative, aimed at providing burial access for veterans not currently served by a burial option at either a VA-funded state cemetery or national cemetery. VA operates 131 national cemeteries. Yellowstone National Cemetery is the first of 8 new veterans burial grounds authorized by Congress, including others in North Dakota, Wisconsin, Wyoming, Utah, Maine, Idaho, and Nevada. That's all we have this week. Thank you for watching. I'm Genevieve Billia.
And I'm Jerome Mapp. Have a really nice day and rest of your week.